Now this right here is a pro level launch. This is not for the beginners, that's for sure. Welcome back, crew, to this episode of Googans of the Week. And speaking of the pros, we're gonna focus on them in this episode. It's not just us regulars who get it wrong sometimes. The pros can have bad days out there on the water as well. I mean, definitely as a professional mariner, you're gonna have your good days and you're gonna have your bad ones. But some days are going to be just a little worse than others. Now, if you hear this sound, that means get the heck out of the way. I don't care who you are, even if you're a sailboat. Now, I know people are saying, oh, but they're under sail, they have the right of way. There are certain situations that does not quite apply, though. Nothing like being out there, being a professional mariner, and being on your break time. You're always going to find some interesting ways to pass that break. Now, professional mariners have those same kind of days that we have. Those days when you get out there and you think, I really just don't want to do this today. Today's not the day I'd like to be at work. Kind of like we see here. One of our crew, they said, yeah, I've had enough, I'm done. Now, you think we have problems towing boats, the pros have even more issues. Now, there is one thing the pros love about us regular boaters, and that is that some of us actually keep some of the pros in business. I mean, none of the tow companies would be around if we weren't out there doing silly things on our boats for them to come by and have to clean up after us later. Now, sometimes it can be easy to be jealous of the professional mariner, that person who gets to go out there, work on the water for a living, but then there's other times you're not going to be so jealous. Now, it looks like these pros may have figured out a way to pick up an extra deckhand. I bet this one's cheap labor. Now, of course, the pros out on the water come in all shapes and sizes. We're going to see them in a lot of different characteristics out there on the water, especially in different areas around the world. Kind of like this crew right here. This is a professional transportation company. I mean, they're transporting a car on the water. I mean, it looks safe, right? What could possibly go wrong? Imagine you were trying to ship a car and this crew showed up. Would you let your car get on this boat? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Alexander Fassard, Dylan Toner, John, Cooley Powell, Gudaraki, and Ryder Gray did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.